Hi, my name is Farah. I am a family nurse practitioner. What diseases does the MMR vaccine protect against? So the MMR vaccine protects against measles, mumps, and rubella. So this is a combination vaccine of those three conditions. How many doses of the MMR vaccine should a child get and at what ages? So the MMR vaccine is 2 doses. The first one is specifically given at 12 months to 4 years. If one is traveling, let's say you're gonna go somewhere over the summer and your child is younger than 12 months, we generally like to give it 6 to 12 months. Talk to your pediatrician and we can make that happen. But generally 2 doses given at 12 months to 4 to 6 years. What are the risks or side effects of the MMR vaccine? Just like anything else, any other vaccine, the MMR vaccine is injected into the skin. The redness of the site of the injection is very common. Some slight or mild fever is also common in kids. Kids get irritable after getting the vaccine. So what we like to always suggest for parents to do is after getting the vaccination, comfort your child, give plenty of fluids, give them Tylenol or ibuprofen if they're able to take it, and promote a lot of rest for them. Why do people say that the MMR vaccine causes autism? You know, what happens with kids as they're growing, right? Remember I told you guys that the MMR vaccine is given at 12 months of age to 4 to 6 years. Guess what that correlates with when kids go to school, when kids are gonna be in daycares and preschool, is when the vaccine is given. A lot of people notice, the teachers notice it, the daycares notice it, that the kid may be showing signs of ASD. And that's when the parents have just given their child the vaccine. So they make that correlation, well, just because I gave the MMR vaccine, that must be the cause of it. However, that for sure is not the reason for it. There has also been a false research that was done a while back in the early 2000s that since has been shown that proven with tons of research from all over the world that it was not true and it was just a baseless research. A lot of people saw that, read that, and said, well, somebody is linking this, that must be true. However, ever since then, we have done countless numbers of research to prove that that was a baseless research and it was false reportings. Is the MMR vaccine only for children or can adults get it? The MMR vaccine is for all people. Remember, a lot of people around the world and here in the United States have not had access to or do not have the access to vaccines. So let's say someone was born in the 60s or 50s and were not vaccinated. And now they realize, well, I've never really been vaccinated for the mumps, measles, or rubella. You can get it. There's no age limitation to it. The reason why we're saying get vaccinated is so that kids are vaccinated early on, but for sure it's not for that. Let's say one grew up in a part of the world where vaccines are not readily available. Whatever age you're at, we're gonna give you your vaccine, your first dose, and about 28 to 30 days later, your second dose. What should a parent know about vaccine schedules? So the vaccine schedules are, we follow the CDC guidelines for vaccinations. Vaccine schedule is 12 months to 4 to 6 years, unless one is traveling. And if you're traveling, come and see your primary care providers, your PCPs, or your kids' pediatricians to figure out when one should be getting the vaccine. So that's generally the schedule. Again, kids are getting a lot of their vaccines alongside the MMR. There's several more vaccines that are needed depending on where one is going, but generally that's the schedule we like to stick to.
How do you support patients who are hesitant or have questions about vaccines?
Parents love their kids and they want the best for their children. They ask questions because they want to know more. They want their child to be protected. They want to understand what their child is getting. So we support our parents by showing them the research, showing them what the outcome would be once, if their child, let's say, came in contact with somebody who has the measles, what happens, what does the outcome look like? And then we invited questions at all times. Remember, we answer parents' questions even without the child being there. We invite parents to say, come in, come ask the questions. We'll answer you. I'll sit down with you. It doesn't have to be a visit. And then if you choose to bring your child in, then you can bring them in the next time. But we have a lot of research supporting the need for vaccinations.
What role do routine childhood immunizations like MMR play in community health?
Communities being vaccinated for communicable diseases like the MMR help not just the person themselves, but the community at large. Remember, there are folks that are immunocompromised that cannot be vaccinated, or their immune system is very low. We want to protect those people. We want to protect the young and our elderly people, those that are not feeling well or sick or cannot be vaccinated because of an illness. So this is a community effort to protect one another and to protect yourself from getting sick with let's say the measles, because measles is not fun. It's a horrible, horrible condition and a painful condition, and the outcome could be death, right, for you or a community member that was exposed to it.